wakataka askari wetu wako wapi? Hapa. Community wako wapi? Wako hapa, mnaona wako na green. Courtesy of FUF. So we want to thank you bwana senator. Najua umepata habari aje?
Siwezi kubali kama senator wa Kajiado. Yes. Mambo kama haya yaendelee. Na ili hali hii shamba ingekuwa ni sisi tumebenefit kama watu wa Kajiado. Kama serikali inaona ya kwamba si vyema
Viva comrade, viva! Viva! Forward to social justice, forward! Vijana msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Uondoe msitu. Olonana ulegonyo, Olonana was buried here. Yes. Document. Yes. And we need to implement access to this forest. For quality products, access to this forest, our heritage in this country. We need to stand and say no. No! 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 For you who live in Ngong, who live in Karen, as urban communities, this is where your life comes from. Yes. Yes. The oxygen you get from here is your life. Yes. Yes. It is an urban property, it's an urban people resource. We need to protect this document. And we ask our government that let us all put efforts. But I am worried too. I know the senator is here. And I'm not very happy of what's happening in our Senate and in Parliament. The bills, the quality of bills that are being passed there, questionable. And I think the senator is here to confirm. Kenya, and let us also thank other communities that are doing the same. In Amboseli ecosystem, the Maasais have brought 1.2 million acres. The owner of Olonana, the owner of this land, many of you don't know. So that we protect is great. And it's great. Thank you very much. Viva comrade, viva! 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 Viva comrade, viva! Viva!
These forests are part of the community and they are very instrumental in terms of making sure that the animals are staying. You are endangering our lives. Down with radioactive waste, down! Down! Down with land grabbers, down! Down! I want to tell that particular organization that wants our features here. Just want to make a good introduction to you. Dio tukisema kuhusu msitu, mjue we have tatu, bwana mheshimiwa, ya kwamba kama sisi Community Forest Association na ni wengi, watu wa Rokeri mko wapi? Mko hapa. Watu wanataka askari wetu wako wapi? Hapa. Community wako wapi? Wako hapa, mnaona wako na green. Courtesy of FUF. So we want to thank you bwana senator. Najua umepata habari aje?
Siwezi kubali kama senator wa Kajiado. Yes. Mambo kama haya yaendelee. Na ili hali hii shamba ingekuwa ni sisi tumebenefit kama watu wa Kajiado. Kama serikali inaona ya kwamba si vyema kuwa na forest kama hii ikuja katika community, ndio maana sisi ndio tumetoa forest hii iweze kuwepo, iweze kusaidia wananchi wa Kajiado North na wa Kajiado kwa jumla. Lakini mambo kama haya ambayo uvamizi kama huu ambayo tunaona kila wakati ikienda mbele, fence baada ya fence, kwa siku ambaye haitakuwa mbali nitaakilisha petition hiyo katika Senate ya Kenya, niulize waziri wa misitu, niulize Director General wa Forest KFS, na niulize waziri wa lands. Yes. Kwa nini mambo kama haya yanafanyika katika mahali hapo?
Tunaomba KFS ianze kuchukua hatua ya hao watu. Mara moja. Na kama kuna watu wakubwa huko juu, kwa sababu tukisoma, si mnajua dalili za mvua ni nini? Mawingu. Tunapoangalia mawingu, kuna watu mashuhuri kwa serikali ambaye wanahusika na hii mambo. Kwa hivyo tunajua na wanaweza weka uoga kwa maofisa wetu. Tunasimama na KFS tukisema kwamba tutasaidia KFS kulingana na PFMP na FMA kulinda huu msitu na kukataa kunyakuliwa kwa msitu.
The way forward is that we are petitioning Kenya Forest Service and the Minister of Environment that we do not want any more developments in Oloolua Forest. Tayari tumetosheka na IPR, Nuclear Regulatory Authority pia wako huku, and we have 3 or 4 other organizations ambaye wame set up in Oloolua Forest. So out of the initial acreage of land, tumebakishwa only 50% of the forest, of which Child International Welfare are grabbing 67 acres, which is almost 10% of the remaining forest land in Oloolua. So hiyo tumekata, and we are calling on government officials to stand with us, because we suspect anyone who can put up a fence in Oloolua Forest, that must be someone who is high in the government.
Kama tunataka kupanda miti na ilhali kuna wengine wanakuja wanakata, isitoshe wananyakua the ground yenye serikali inasema tupande miti huko, ninaona nikana kwamba wanataka kuangamiza serikali. Naona they just want to crucify the government, they just want to crucify everything that the government is saying, ya kwamba wao ndio wanaleta the government down. Ningeomba serikali, especially the president of Kenya mwenye alitoa hiyo amri, akijua wenye wamenyakua hii land, kama wako kwa any government office, they insist not to be in that office because they are not fit to the instructions zenye yeye anapeana.
Lost morals completely as a country, to the extent that we are now losing forest cover. Less than 1 year ago, and to be very specific, this year, and I remember there was a national day to plant trees. Why are you using a lot of resources to plant trees and you are busy destroying forest cover which is already in existence? This forest has taken thousands of years. Now some organization calling itself, which I know it is nothing about children's welfare. It is just about appetite for land from the leadership of this country. There are individuals in government who want to take this land. They want to grab this land. But I want to say this. We will not allow this. And I'm urging Parliament to work on this, because they oversight every other organization. From today onwards, I'll make a petition. Together with the many Kenyans who did a demonstration today, this place where I'm standing, there was a basic demonstration this day of the many lovers of environment, of the many organizations, both international and local organizations, who believe we should conserve our environment. Look at these. These are building materials. They are fencing 66 acres of land. Land full of indigenous trees. Trees which have grown for over 40 years, over 50 years, over 60 years. This forest cover was gazetted in 1940. It's now over 80 years. About 84 years ago, when it was gazetted as a forest. Some trees were there when it was gazetted, and they still exist. If you go around, the very many indigenous trees which are extinct in most forests, I doubt whether there is a forest which beats Oloolua Forest. Oloolua Forest is one of the best conserved forests in Kenya. How can you build there are so many available land to build schools. You cannot purport to say you want to build a school in a forest, in the middle of a forest. We are trying to create more forest cover. We are trying to plant trees. How can you use money to plant trees then you destroy others? Go to those empty plots you are purporting to be planting trees and build schools there, because there are no trees. Where there is a tree, leave it. And you know, Kenya is a beautiful nation. It's a beautiful country. We depend on 40% of agriculture. And this agriculture is rain fed. And it is out of this forest cover that we get the rain. When we lose the cover, we lose the rain.